Check out the top 8 reasons why your home isn't selling. Hello everybody, today we want to go over the top 8 reasons on why your home isn't selling. We get the question asked a lot on the different methods to the madness, I guess, if you would like to call it, on why homes sell and why they don't and why yours is sitting on the market. So we want to give you the top 8 reasons on why they don't sell and what you can do to fix it and get your home actually sold. So thanks for tuning in. You've made it to the Living in New Smyrna Beach YouTube real estate channel. We go over all things real estate, fun, events, and just local happenings in the greater Daytona Beach area. So please remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and let's get right into it. Also, make sure you stick around to the very end. I think I'm gonna give you a bonus number 9 tip that may kind of throw you for a loop or make you get a fresh dose of self-awareness. So make sure you stay to the end to see what the number 9 tip is. All right, so tip number 1 on why your home isn't selling is going to be the home is priced too high. And really, before we get into all these tips, let me preface this that these are the top 8 reasons on what we feel nationwide on why homes don't sell. So this is not local market specific. This can be used nationwide wherever you're at, and really internationally as well. So these are definitely things to take into strong consideration no matter where you're at in the globe trying to sell your property. So number 1, your home is priced too high. As real estate agents, we don't want to leave any money on the table for you. It only behooves us to sell it for more. It makes us look better. We get paid more, you get paid more. It's a win for everybody. So don't just automatically think your real estate agent's just trying to get you to sell the house to make a quick sale. 80% of what we do is strategic pricing, and these are going to be things looking like comparables on what's actually sold, when it sold, what was the condition of the property. So we really look at apples to apples, and a lot of the times as a seller and you have that emotional connection, you're not taking in all the factors of why something sold for more than yours. Maybe it had a new roof, maybe it had a little bit more floor space, a pool, different things that you may not be factoring in. Also, it could have just been a buyer that had the extra cash, that didn't care, that wanted to make a spread over above appraisal price. So a lot of different things that come into play, and that's why using a local area real estate professional, they can reach out to these other agents and see what really happened on why that property sold for more than you think it should have. So pricing definitely is a huge thing. You don't want to overprice yourself, especially in this more of a buyer's market. Your home's just going to sit a lot longer and people are going to think there's something wrong with it. Pro tip here, as far as doing pricing strategies, people typically search for homes in price blocks of $25,000 to $50,000. So when you're pricing your homes, be aware of that. We suggest if you're putting your home up for sale for $399,000, just go ahead and put it up for sale for $400,000, because the person is looking in those price block increments and they're not going to think to look for that $399,000 home. You think they would, but they don't. We see a lot of good positive results with this by just putting on those round even numbers. So keep that in mind, and just remember, listen to your local pros, as 80% of selling a home comes down to price and pricing it strategically. All right, the number 2 reason to consider on why your home isn't selling is because you missed the market. Florida, what we're seeing right now, especially in the New Smyrna Beach, Daytona Beach, Port Orange area, Edgewater included, is we're still having these sellers that are hanging on to the market of June of 2021, where it was hot and things were selling super fast, and you could sell your $400,000 home for $600,000, and that's just simply not the case anymore. Buyers aren't wanting to go into bidding wars. Interest rates are keeping buyers' purchasing powers down. So you need to be really realistic of what the market's actually doing and what homes are actually selling for. So just because a home is listed for a certain price doesn't mean that's what it's going to sell for. The other thing to consider as well is the timing of when you're putting your home on the market. Do homes sell faster in the summertime in your area? Do they not sell in the wintertime? Or maybe they do sell in the wintertime. So just be aware of that. And the pro tip here is we do have a lot of people that want to try to play the market or the season of the market. And you can do that and it can benefit you. But the thing to remember is your home can't sell unless it's listed and people know it's for sale. So if your ultimate objective is trying to get it be sold, you should put it on the market. I mean, you can be a little strategic with it, but if people don't know it's for sale, they're not gonna buy it. And you never know what buyer is out there at that given time looking and willing and ready and able to buy. So put it on the market if you're ready to sell. All right, so this is the one that made it in the top 3 reasons of why your home isn't selling out of the 8 reasons on the most common on why your home doesn't sell. And this one is address the issues and fix them. So what we mean by this is the real estate agent you hire should be doing a really good job of getting feedback from every showing that occurs on your property and finding out what the potential buyers loved or hated or were just in the middle of the road about your home. And we have a lot of times where sellers, they don't want to fix issues that keep occurring, and these are the issues that are sticking points for buyers, and that's why the house doesn't sell. So detach from your ego a little bit. If everybody's calling in a problem, then you just should get it fixed and keep your eye on the ultimate objective of getting your home sold. So a couple key examples are here that are like easy fixes. If you have a living room full of windows and people are having a hard time envisioning where to put the TV, go get a TV and hang up a TV to show them that it's possible and how it's done. Same thing, we see this with bedroom sets a lot. People trying to get king size beds in bedrooms and they just can't envision it in like a master bedroom or a certain space. Go ahead and put pieces of furniture in there to help people along and help them envision it and see that it's possible. It's very easy to tell people it's possible and show them dimensions, but if you can show them the actual furniture and how it actually works, that'll go a lot further than just telling somebody you can do something. Same thing, wanting to compare apples to apples. If everybody else who's been trying to sell has a new AC and your AC is older, get your AC fixed and yours will probably sell. So especially in this competitive market where the buyers do have a little bit of the upper hand, you are going to need to go and do those little extra things to help give you the competitive edge, which will also help you price better and make a smoother transition for you. All right, reason number 4, and this one is a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, and this comes to when you have an unconventional home. So it's going to be a unique home, it's going to be a high-end home, it's going to be in a unique location. These are homes that you ultimately, even if you feel like they're priced right, they're marketed well, you're just going to have to be patient. The biggest recommendation we can give here for you on this one is think about the reasons why you bought the home and really showcase those in the listing description that the world's going to see, and put these in specialized Facebook groups. Like if you are like an outdoorsman and you have a special log cabin up in the mountain somewhere, explain to people why you bought that home and why you chose to live there, and then post in those certain Facebook groups of, you know, hunting mountains of North Carolina, post your home for sale there if you've got the home in that area. Or for here, we're at the beach, so we would say, hey, this is the reason why we bought in this secluded part of the beach, because there's no traffic. Yes, our house is a little unique, it's a little off the beaten path, but here's what we love about it. And paint that picture for future buyers to be able to envision themselves living in and being there, and share the moments that you had that allowed you to have the great time that you did and the reason why you purchased. So again, just communicating with your real estate agent on what the plan of attack is when you do have a unique home, on who to reach out to and where to be reaching out to find that right buyer for the home. You are going to have to be more specific because you chose that home for a reason. The general population probably isn't going to, so you've got to go reach out to those little areas where you're going to find that exact buyer for your home. And it's probably the same places you're used to hanging out anyway, so it should be an easy find for you. And numero 5, number 5, is going to be staging. We run into a lot of homes that have not great staging or no staging at all. What we recommend to do, because staging can cost money, is the first step would be, if you're living in the home or you're trying to stage the home, the number one thing to do is declutter. Minimalist does sell, so the less you have in there, the more you can showcase the home. Just having a few key features like the king size bed, or certain pieces of furniture like couches, TVs, those big ticket items will really help kind of set the stage for how the home can be utilized. If you've ever gone to a restaurant and like you were excited to go to the restaurant, and then you show up there and the restaurant's all busted out and the parking lot's garbage and the paint sucks on the outside of the restaurant and looks like there's a hole in the roof, and it doesn't really make you want to go inside the restaurant because you're like, there's no way this could be any better on the inside, and then you're like thinking like, what does the kitchen look like? So puts a really bad taste in your mouth before you even get in the front door. So let people give you a chance by showing them that your front yard is great, and then pull them inside so they can see the rest of the house. All right, and the number 7 reason why homes don't sell, this one goes overlooked so many times because people want to cheap out and think it doesn't matter, and it's honestly probably one of the most crucial things that you can be doing is taking good quality professional photos. You want to make sure your real estate agent is paying for a professional to take these photos and not just coming in, snapping them with their camera or whatever it is that they have because they watched a quick course on how to take pro pictures. Spend the money. We utilize a service. It's like $150 to get really professional photos. They turn out great on all like the Zillows and the MLSs and everything, and we get drone shots included with that. So it's not a huge expense, but it's absolutely crucial. Same thing going again, you need to be able to entice people to come to want to look at the home. If your photos are terrible, nobody's gonna wanna come look at the home. Even if your home is absolutely amazing and you've got the best listing description and all the great marketing, if your photos are garbage, people are gonna think your home's garbage. So a little dose of hard medicine right there. Make sure you get really great pictures to showcase your beautiful home and all the work and effort you've been putting into, because you need to get people that want to come in and see it, and you do that by having really great photos. All right, the number 8 reason on why homes don't sell is bad advice. Everybody all of a sudden becomes a real estate professional in your life when you decide to sell or buy a home. They start telling you all about interest rates and lenders and tricks of the trade and look out for this and look out for that. And you know, that's great. You have people in your life that love and care about you, but just because they do doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. You know, you go to a doctor for a specific reason. You don't trust your cousin Freddie and your Aunt Edna on what surgeries you need or what medicine you need to take. So especially make sure when you're taking advice that you're only taking advice from the people that have what you want. So just because people are giving you advice doesn't mean it's right. And especially make sure that it's you want a Ferrari, don't take advice from somebody that only has a bicycle. So just keep that in mind and talk to the professionals. Say all due respect to your family, but you've got somebody helping you out. Whew, so you've stuck around to the end to get this bonus number 9. It's a beautiful day for pickleball on these courts we have here on the beach side. So number 9 is going to be, don't be a helicopter seller. And what we mean by that is we have a lot of sellers that don't want to give up control and let go of the sales process and getting their home sold. So you've got to trust the professionals, you've got to trust the advice, you have to trust the process. The big thing we see with these helicopter sellers is that they want to show up to all the listing appointments and all the showings that happen when they're trying to sell their home. They want to meet the buyers, they want to talk to them about the home, they want to show them all the great benefits and features that the home has. And what they do is they end up talking too much and taking the wind out of the sail of the buyer, and they deflate the excitement of the buyer. Buyers feel very uncomfortable with having sellers in the house. They don't want to give honest opinions and honest feedback. It's not allowing them to feel like it could be their personal space because they feel like the seller is still being there. It just detracts from the overall process of the buyer being able to really envision and take ownership of the home. So really, it's a big one. Don't be a helicopter seller. Let the professionals do their job. And whatever you do, do not be there when other buyers are there trying to buy the home. You're gonna talk too much. They're gonna ask too many questions. Let the professionals on the buying agent side and your agent that you've hired to do their job to sell your home do their job. So keep that in mind. It's great that you're there. It's great that you want to help out, but let the pros do the job, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next week video.